Newly discovered Hunter Biden Maltese bank account is linked to $10 million Burisma officials bribe. Well, we found the bank account. We found the where that money went to, where that bribe money went to. And we're going to break this down. But it's crazy that we have access to this information. The FBI had access to this information for years and did nothing about it, but yet Donald Trump is indicted. Well, but we got all this stuff with bribery with the current president, and the FBI been sitting on it and haven't been shown any of this information. So we're going to break this thing down. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news. All right, let's talk about this crazy news here. And some of these Russian names I'm going to mess up, so excuse me. But Kanoka the Great published new evidence on Friday that ties Hunter Biden to a Burisma-linked bank account in Malta, and the $10 million bribe from Burisma owner Mykola Zlochevsky. Zlochevsky paid $5 million bribe each to Joe Biden and Hunter Biden to halt investigations into Burisma and Hunter Biden's role at Burisma. And remember, this is the same Burisma investigation that was going on that we got Joe Biden on tape talking about pulling the United States $1 billion they were going to give Ukraine. He said he was going to get Obama to pull it if they don't stop this investigation. So this is why now we know why he threatened Ukraine if they didn't stop the investigation into Burisma. Not only to protect Hunter Biden, but also so he can get this $10 million. Kanakoa, he tweeted out, emails from the Biden laptop reveal a newly discovered Hunter Biden Maltese bank account opened by Burisma that coincides with the $10 million bribery allegations involving Biden and Burisma, as reported by an FBI source. So we got corroboration. And he goes on to say Mykola Zlochevsky, Burisma founder, allegedly paid a $5 million bribe each to then Vice President Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. Zlochevsky, who faced investigations for money laundering, reportedly employed Hunter to leverage his political influence in order to halt the investigations. These people are sick. The Biden bribe from Burisma was deposed in a Maltese bank account opened by Burisma executive Vadim Pozarski. In 2018, Joe Biden admitted to pressuring Ukraine president to fire the prosecutor Viktor Shokin, who was investigating his son's Ukrainian energy company. Biden accomplished this by leveraging the threat of withholding a $1 billion U.S. loan guarantee. That's what I was alluding to earlier. In May 2016, Burisma executive Vadim Pozarski informed Hunter Biden that he was opening him a Maltese bank account. Pozarski requested the documentation required for the account opening, including a copy of Hunter's passport, a bank reference letter, and a utility bill. It's crazy stuff. And Hunter responded by stating, "We are working on this. I was traveling with my dad and had my passport abroad last week." In the subsequent weeks, Hunter Biden assistant Joan Mayer provided copies of Hunter's documentation as requested, and Mayer also suggested providing a letter from Hunter's corporation, Owasco, to confirm his annual salary, asking, quote, "Is that what the bank is looking for?" And in 2018, say the bank was closed for money laundering violations. Crazy, right? And a Burisma attorney sent the email to Hunter sharing the address and SWIFT code of SATA Bank, the Maltese bank. A few days later, Hunter's assistant sent Hunter's tax ID number and signature to the Burisma executive, who responded with the confirmation all received. Now, in 2018, SATA Bank was closed for money laundering violations. In 2019, all accounts were frozen and investigations started for suspicious transactions tied to illegal activities. Auditors found in 2020 that around 11 billion, that's in euros, in suspicious transactions went through SATA Bank. And Vadim Polzinski facilitated the establishment of the Maltese bank account for Hunter Biden a year after Hunter introduced his father to the Burisma executive. I mean, just to pay, all you got to do is just follow the money. In a now infamous email, Polzinski revealed that Hunter Biden and his business partner, Devin Archer, operated as unregistered foreign lobbyists by organizing a private dinner with the then Vice President Joe Biden at Cafe Milano in D.C. But wait a minute. Isn't that what happened to, didn't that what Paul Manafort got arrested for and got indicted for? He wasn't registered as a lobbyist. So it's okay if you got a D next to your name, because we know the same thing happened with Hillary Clinton's guy. What's his name? Starts with a P. Gosh, I'm sorry. His name escapes me now. The disgusting guy that was into the spirit cooking and all of that. His brother, him and his brother were basically lobbying, and they weren't registered as foreign agents. So it's okay if you're a Democrat to lobby as a foreign agent, but it's not registered. Senator Chuck Grassley accused the FBI of protecting the Biden crime family this week while targeting President Trump on junk charges. I mean, it's blatant. It's blatant what's going on here. It's blatant. There's a blatant two-tier system. But in a previous email, Polzinski requested advice from Hunter on leveraging his influence to benefit the company. Quote, we urgently need your advice on how you could use your influence to convey a message and signal to stop what we consider to be political motivated actions. But if you got nothing to hide, why were they worried about an investigation? Because they know they're corrupt. That's why. And Senator Chuck Grassley delivered a speech on Monday criticizing the FBI for releasing a redacted version of the unclassified memo. So why did they redact it if it's not even classified? Because they were caping for Biden and accusing the FBI and the Justice Department of targeting Trump while protecting the Bidens. And Burisma officials never anticipated that cracked out Hunter Biden would leave his laptop at a Delaware laptop repair shop. But they had to know this guy was on drugs, though. And the FBI source mentioned that Zlochevsky claimed it would take a decade to unravel the complex money trail, but he couldn't anticipate Hunter Biden leaving his laptop at a repair shop, which exposed his deputy's role in the Maltese bank account setup. In 2020, Ukraine officials seized a $6 million cash bribe linked to Mykola Zlochevsky, and the bribe consisted of $100 bills wrapped in rubber bands and held in plastic bags aimed to stop an investigation into the founder of Burisma Holdings. It's crazy what's going on. And unfortunately, evidence from the 2019 Horowitz Inspector General report and the recent Durham report supports the notion that the FBI and DOJ are politicized institutions tasked with hiding the establishment crimes while selectively targeting its political opposition. Again, it's blatant. And anyone argues differently, they're lying. Marco Polo, he released a 630-page report on the Biden laptop with 2,020 citations that thoroughly documents 459 crimes committed by the Biden family and their business associates. 459. So let's break that down. That's 140 business crimes, 191 sex crimes. We know that's from Hunter. And 128 drug crimes. We know that's from Hunter. It's crazy. And this is the latest piece of evidence now public that reveals the extent of the Biden's crime family's criminal operation. Maybe it's time to impeach this crook who is destroying the country by the day. I mean, our country is unrecognizable ever since this man took office. And again, he's intentionally destroying our culture. He's intentionally destroying our country. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.